Hello, this is Brad Harvey. Welcome to our Ask the Advisor video series, where we answer your financial questions. Today's question we're going to answer is, what is the difference between a will and a trust, and why should I care in my estate? So, wills and trusts are very different things that are trying to basically accomplish the same thing. A will and a trust, very different legal documents, but they're still trying to make sure that your affairs are handled and distributed in your estate upon your death. The difference is, basically a will, which is a last will and testament, only kicks in upon your death. It really doesn't help you while you're still alive. A trust, on the other hand, is a living document, and typically you create these long before you die. You may even fund them long before you die, and you have a trustee as opposed to an executor. That trustee will be managing your affairs when there's some trigger event. You died, you became disabled, or something like that, and you needed the trustee to step in and manage your affairs. And then upon your death, then the trust will spell out what happens with those assets, and they get distributed to the beneficiaries, and the trustee is in charge of that. Well, with a will, the executor is in charge of that. Nothing happens until your death, and upon your death, that executor, the CEO of your estate, will make sure that your wishes are being carried out. Now, why should we choose one over the other? This is a question that I get asked all the time. Well, a will is a very simple and relatively inexpensive document, and it is subject to probate. Not a big deal in Colorado, but it can be a big deal in some of the other states. A trust, on the other hand, is typically good in all 50 states. So if you have property outside of your home state, then a trust is probably a really good idea. Plus, a trust is a private process. It doesn't go through probate. So that private process is not something some snooping reporter or family member or somebody else can go look up in court records to find out what happened. Now keep in mind, again, there are costs associated with both. There are advantages and disadvantages, but in most cases, if you have a high net worth, a trust makes a lot of sense because you want to get those things taken care of while you're still alive. And there are some other advantages, like if you were to become disabled. So this is Brad Harvey. Today we answer the question of, what is the difference between a will and a trust, and why should I choose one over the other? Thank you. Thanks for visiting our channel. We hope you found the information valuable. If you want to see more videos about investing, please click to subscribe. If you have any questions you'd like for us to answer, please send us an email to harvey@riagroups.com. We would love your feedback.